Lois and Clark check out their new world in Superman Lois and Clark issue 4. Several years in the past, Lois and Clark take a walk through Metropolis, exclaiming how different it is from their Metropolis and how much more cleaner and modern theirs is. Passing a street musician, Clark recognizes him from their universe and says that some stuff never changes. After buying a Superman shirt for John, they continue to walk, only to see Jimmy walking down the street with some fellow employees from the Daily Planet. Not wanting to be recognized, they pretend to look into a shop window as he passes. Going back to their hotel, Lois asks Clark if he found anything on this world's Lex Luthor and if he's up to anything shady. Clark says that he didn't find anything during his rummage through his office, but he is Lex Luthor, so he wouldn't be surprised if he is hiding something. Once in their hotel room, Lois presents Clark with a case containing his new black costume, which she stole from Star Labs. In the present, Lois and John head to Cora's publishing office. When Lois checks her office, she finds that Cora has been kidnapped and a note has been left. Leaving in a hurry, Lois and John bump into Bruno Mannheim, who was outside. As Lois moves her hand to the gun in her bag, Bruno asks them for directions, clearly knowing who Lois is. In his fortress, Clark escapes from the rubble Blank and Hank left him in. Blank gets into his head, throwing rubble at him. Clark soon finds them in the main hall. Blank wonders what gives Clark the right to judge him and cut him off from the world. Clark attacks him after being flung into a wall, but Blank shields himself using Clark's damaged car, making it explode. In the explosion, Blank pushes Clark out of the fortress, collapsing a nearby mountain on him. Over Jupiter, an alien craft looks over the wreckage of Hank Henshaw's space station. One of the aliens tells his master that the Oblivion Stone was here, but it is now on Earth. The leader then commands him to set a course for Earth. So yeah, that's issue 4 of Lois and Clark. Pretty damn good. I really enjoyed this issue. Especially seeing Clark and Lois going through just Metropolis just as people, you know, just checking out like what's different and what's the same and everything. And I like that they compared that their Metropolis is more modern and clean and everything, which it really was, because if you go back and look at like the New 52 Superman stuff, it had like the Avenue of Tomorrow and like all these big like high tech buildings and flying cars and everything. And yeah, it was really cool. And I was kind of upset that they didn't go that route with this Metropolis, but who's saying they might start making it like that. But yeah, I really like this. And you got like an origin of the suit and everything, and it's cool that Lois can like pretend to be the Lois on the New 52 as well, and sort of pretend to be Lois, Sam Lane's real daughter and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, this was a pretty neat comic. It had more action than the other ones had, with the whole Blank and Clark fight and everything in the fortress. But yeah, it's really interesting to see this Blank guy. He's just come out of nowhere, and he's not a villain who's been around or anything, so it's going to be very interesting to see like what his deal is and everything. We're also still getting teased with this whole Oblivion Stone, like what's after this thing that Hank Henshaw had. Like we still don't know what it is, and they still teasing it with like one page at the back of the issue, so I'm really intrigued to see what that is. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.